Hello guys and welcome back. So this is what I left over, just left it to render for a little while. You can see now we're literally converting everything or every little clump that we created using ZBrush, Curve Brush into a hair system. And that's gonna be one of the techniques actually I use a lot in before Xgen, and it's actually working pretty well because you can again yet another workflow that gives you exact control of the shape you're getting. And that's also like what I mentioned earlier in the Xgen grooming class, that this is important. If you can see the results, you're in control. If you cannot see the final results, you're guessing and you're tweaking and you're guessing again, and that's gonna be really painful, especially for the artist, right? So that's why those two workflows are the workflows I'm gonna go for, more or less. Okay, but let's take a look at what we can do with this hair setup. Maybe we can make it more organic, right? So here we can select the hair system here, right? And I'm gonna go change some of the things here. The first thing I want to change on my hair is the thinning, right? I need to have more changes, so I have to have lesser length. Oh, not this guy, the other guy here. Hair system 1, this guy, right? A lot of thinnings, like maybe 6. So that's gonna, delete a lot of lines, and you can drag them back a little bit just to experiment what you're getting. So I'm just gonna drag the lines, drag this slider back to where I can see some of the lines are getting thin enough and not like all the way down. So maybe something around 2 or 3. Right. Okay. And I also need to have some sort of noise. The clump twist will twist the clump, but will not give you a lot of noise. And another thing you can get noise is this clump curling, and that's gonna actually curl it a little bit. It's just a little bit to kind of like mimic the noise effect. Okay, and let's take a look at the render result. Okay, now you can see the strands are not that parallel anymore, right? They're like, having some overlapping or intersecting in the middle. So it's supposed to be better. Okay, so I always apply a little bit of that to enhance the result. Okay. Now a few other things you can do is you can make the clump really flat, so that it becomes flat lines. If you want to create that kind of like half cartoony, half realistic kind of results, you can do that here. Okay. And there are dynamics here. I'm not gonna go over that. Those are gonna belongs to the realm of VFX and simulation. It's gonna be another very big topic. So anyway, so a lot of options here you can try, like the hair width scale. If you wanted to get thinner faster or really thin at the very end, you can do that. Okay, make it go thin sooner if you wanted to do that too. And maybe I can also make the base just to curve a little bit to avoid the parallel effect. Okay. And maybe I can also stretch the width of the clump out just a little bit. Okay. If you don't see a lot of, if your arc is not as fluid as what I'm having, you can crank up the subsegments to smooth it. It's like the subdivision level of the curves. Okay. And that's gonna be it for these guys to tweak. And for the back ones, I think I'm okay with their fluid results. Maybe I can just give them some curling here, but the control here is not as advanced as Xgen though, so maybe you cannot do too much. If you really want to have a lot of hairs that is noisy, you need another noisy hair system living on top of this hair system. That's just some of the workflows, but I'm not gonna do that here. Maybe just some curling here, right? Here, and maybe some more thinning, and make the width go bigger. Okay, just to give it more noise. Alright, let's take a look at the render. Now you can see a lot of more changes down the way that I make the hair looks more natural by trying to do those variations, the curling and other things. So again, if you want to get really good results, you may need to create multiple hair systems and overlay them right on top of each other, or you can go back to ZBrush and create smaller hair strands to mimic the straight hair and things like that. So a lot of things you can do to enhance it. Oftentimes I'm pretty happy with just one hair system because I'm already defining the clump myself. All I need is just a little bit noise between those clumps. Okay. Right, I may need more thinning around that area. They're actually still having a lot happening here, but I'm pretty happy with what I'm getting here in the front. Okay, maybe I'm spreading the clump too much, but still kind of like really nice looking. I like the softer results that I'm getting there, right? Really cool. And things like that, that's gonna be because of the geometry. So the geometry has to be also created really carefully to get decent results. It's all based on your artistical skill now most of the times, instead of relying on a lot of tweaking of the parameters, which is what I really like to have. Okay. Alright, so this is just another workflow that you can create here. And maybe now we can move on to the eyelash and other things if possible. Okay, so thanks for watching, and see you next time.